Man United 2, Chelsea 1. Listen, I know some of you expecting me to come here screaming at Robert Sanchez, and fairly so. He deserves to be screamed at. But you know who deserves to be screamed at more? Don't get me wrong. He did some fuckery, and we need to talk about him. But is it a surprise though? Is it a surprise? Every time he played well, we gave him his flowers. But are we ever going to be surprised that Robert Sanchez is going to perform well each and every night, game after game? Nah. So my energy is not even towards Robert Sanchez. Like, I'm done screaming at him. I'm not even screaming at him. And by the way, yes, of course, he did make a mistake, but it wasn't just him. It was the defense. The defensive structure, or our defensive player, put him in that position where he had to do some fuckery. If you play against Robert Sanchez, your defensive structure should be well organized to your point where you don't even give him the reason to make that fuckery or the mistake. So I'm just gonna save my energy when it comes to Robert Sanchez. Like, I'm not even gonna scream and shout. If I am, I don't mean to. It's just some of the emotions they're meant to go somewhere else, and I'll tell you where. These emotions, they belong to Maresca. This one is not on Robert Sanchez. This one is not on my players. This one is on my manager. This one, I'm putting it on Robert. Sorry. This one, I'm putting it on Enzo fucking Maresca. I'm putting this one on him. He did everything wrong. And not just today. Not just today. He is the same guy that came out and said, no. Chelsea, we good. We don't need a new goalkeeper. We don't need Mike Maignan. You telling me Chelsea couldn't afford 18 million euros, pounds, whatever. I don't give a damn. You telling me Chelsea couldn't afford that for Mike Maignan? Because we were linked with him at one point and he was agreeing to come to our club. And then your coach Enzo Maresca, my coach too. He's my coach too, and I like him. But today, this one is on you because you said, no, we do believe in Robert Sanchez. We don't even need another goalkeeper. We believe in Jorgensen. We believe in Robert Sanchez. So what do? You play Robert Sanchez. So yes, go ahead. Do some fuckery. It's fine. Because you know what? Even though you do some fuckery game after game, you're still going to play, so it's not your fault. It ain't. It's not your fault. It's your manager's fault. So if I'm looking from the outside, I don't train with these guys, but I do watch every match that we play, and Robert Sanchez is shit. I don't know how many times I have to come on here and talk to you guys about Robert Sanchez. He's not good. He's not good. He's not. And don't get me wrong again, there are some games in the Club World Cup. Yes, you want the Golden Glove. Yeah, there are games I can even name you one by one. He has saved us, but overall, he ain't good enough. If you're going to challenge in the Premier League, if you're going to challenge at the highest level in the Champions League, you don't need a Robert Sanchez as your first choice goalkeeper. You don't. So I'm not even going to put my energy on him, but Enzo Maresca, why the hell didn't you tell the club that we needed Mike Maignan or someone else? Or why didn't you even believe in Jorgensen? Why? Because you're so fixated in playing Robert Sanchez week in and week out. We're tired of that shit, bruv. We are tired. And to make even things worse, yes, of course, he did some fuckeries. He was out. You made the wrong fucking substitute too. How are you going 1-0 down and then you panic, you take all your attackers? When you're already 1-0 down, actually, let me correct myself. At 0-0, okay, I understand why you took Estevao out. I do understand that. But did you have to take Neto out too? And now then we go 1-0 down. Instead of you thinking of putting attackers in or make it a balance where you put defenders and attackers, you know what you do? You took on all our attackers and you put defensive midfielders and defenders. And the second half, to make even things worse, when we were 2-0 down, instead of you putting attackers, we have Garnarcho on the bench. We have Gittens on the bench. Now, I might not rate these players. I might not. I do think that they are decent players. They need to improve the likes of Gittens and Garnarcho. But however, when we are 2-0 down, there is nothing else to lose. Put your attackers in and take the defensive midfielders and your defenders out. Make it a balance at least. You take on Cucurella, you put on Malo Gusto and play him on the left back. You take on fucking... Why? I don't even mean to scream, but gosh, there's just so many things wrong. And let me say this, by the way, because I don't want to make this video long of me just screaming and shouting. I also want to give credit to the players that stayed on the pitch when we were 1 man down. Yes, of course, we went on to concede 2 goals after that. But what did you expect from them? You're playing United. Yes, of course, United are shit. But they're not going to be shit against us. We haven't won at Old Trafford in the last 10 years. We haven't won there. Every time we seem to play Manchester United, they do fire their coaches. Ten Hag, they fired him. Now I'm thinking Amorim, every team has gone there and pick up points. It was our time to actually pick up points. And what do? You do some fuckery like that. Come on, man. Come on. Why? So now I have to wait another year to go back to to Old Trafford. I have to wait for that because I'm never going to go there again this season. This was the only chance that I had to break the record of them not losing to us at their ground. That's never going to happen again. This season, no, it's never going to happen unless maybe if we play in the Carabao Cup, or they're out, by the way. If we play maybe in the FA Cup or something, we're never going to go back there again. And the chances of that are very, very, very slim. I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off. Anyway, I was saying I'm going to give credit to my players who stayed on. The ones that got substituted on, if they did anything wrong or if they put a foot wrong, I'm not even going to call out on them because what do you expect them to do? When your goalkeeper's already messed up, when your coach is already messed up, what do you expect them to do? Shout out to Chaloba, by the way. That was a good goal. That was a good goal. I'm going to give that. Now, there is some positive to take from the game because when we were 10-10 balance, we actually played well. But it does not make any sense for me to talk about that right now when we just lost 3 points. Now it's a top 4 race. At some point, I believed that, well, we could, stay there and about with Liverpool and Arsenal. But nah, my main worry is now Crystal Palace because they have 9 points and I have 8 points sitting on 6th with a game in hand to Sunderland on 7th and Bournemouth on 7th. On 5th. Nah, man, I'm pissed off. I am. I'm pissed off. Anyway, man, fuck it, I'm out.